So, I was told by little birdie that you guys are interested in learning about witchcraft. So, here I am. Making a video on witchcraft. Just 1 second. I'm just so excited about this video. You guys have no idea. Okay. So, as you guys know, I am a practicing witch. I have been practicing for over 10 years now. Actually, hold on, wait a second. Yeah, longer than 10 years. I'm not about to count that in years. Anyway, hold on. Let's go over here for a second. Let's talk for a second. I'm going to be right back. I forgot a little something in the corner over there. Hey, I'm back. Wow, that was loud. What am I getting notified about now? Okay. Okay. So, as you guys know, I am a practicing witch. Usually right now I would be in bed, but somebody made a request recently. There we go, fixed it, okay. That I make a video on how to become a witch. That's a tough one, girls. Y'all, that's a tough one, y'all. You see, witchcraft is actually a practice, not a religion. So, when you claim to be a witch, you either are one or you aren't one. And when you ask about becoming a witch, it's more like, how do you practice witchcraft? Not how do you become a witch. Because there's many, many different ways that could be taken. For example, let's say that somebody walked up to you and started asking you questions about your craft and you don't know a darn thing about what you're talking about or anything what they're talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, if somebody asks you about your craft as a witch, you have to know your craft inside and out. Because there's going to be questions that are going to arise, and people are going to test you on your craft, and they're going to be like, so how do you do this, and how do you do that? How do you cast this spell? How do you cast that spell? How do you do this spell? And how do you make this spell? And it's going to be question after question after question after question. And sometimes the question, do you curse people, will pop up. A witch has the power to make and break marriages. A witch has the power to heal and to harm. A witch has the power to make and to destroy. That is the power of a witch. Now, there we go. Much better. Okay. Now, if that's what you're after, and you want to be able to do all those things, you have to start with the basics. You have to first learn how to cast a circle, when to cast a circle, and how to close and when to close a circle. You have to learn about the elements and what their purposes are. You don't necessarily have to learn about the elements, but it would help to learn about the elements and know what they're for in witchcraft and what they represent and whether they're part of you or not, and whether you want to have the elements as a part of your craft or not. Now, I've asked several times the same questions over and over again, and to the point where I've gotten a little bit annoyed with it. But people have asked me if I've ever casted a spell on them. One thing that a witch never does is tell people they put a spell on them. It's something a witch doesn't do. A witch may desire to share her practice with others, but that doesn't mean that she's going to tell you, hey, I put a curse on you, or hey, I put a hex on you, or hey, I put a jinx on you, or hey, I put a spell on you, because that will automatically make you seem like a total weirdo. And people don't react to witchcraft the way that they used to. But they still have the same mentality. And witchcraft, to most people, is bad. Whereas to a witch, it is incredibly fun. I mean, spells on people and putting curses on people and hexing and jinxing is actually pretty cool. But you have to know what you're doing first before you do any of that. There are risks that you have to be aware of. There's this thing called karma, and I believe in it heavily. I believe in karma 100%. This is why every time I do anything that has to do with magic, I cleanse my space afterwards. I cleanse my space to get rid of the energy that comes from the spells that I cast, so that I don't have that come back on me. And there's ways to make it so that there's no karma for you. There are ways, which I will talk about in another video. But, how do I put this? Witchcraft is not a game. It's not a toy. And it's not something you just go, oop, I put a spell on you. No. Mm-mm. No. Witchcraft is not a joke. Witchcraft is very dangerous. You have to be very careful with it. You have to put protection spells on yourself so that while you're in the middle of doing different things that are considered witchcraft, you will be safe and nothing can harm you. I can't express enough how important it is to be 100% sure of what you're doing before you do it. Know how to cast a circle and protect yourself. Know how to close a circle and protect yourself while doing it. Know how to involve the elements if you so choose. Know the basics of spell casting. And writing your own spells is probably the most powerful thing that you can do. Oh, I yawned a second ago and I've got tears flowing and I don't want my makeup this much. So, anyway. My point is that witchcraft is no joke. And I wish I had known that before I started practicing. Because if I had not started practicing witchcraft, I would have never learned this in the first place. This is why I'm sharing this with you, so that you know before you start practicing the dangers of being a witch. Now, when you're dealing with spiritual contact, like divination, such as tarot cards, pendulums, Ouija board, automatic writing, and divination in general, you gotta you gotta make sure you have the protection on you at all times, because it's not necessarily 100% safe. You could be inviting an unwanted into your life. There's a such thing as a trickster, and you don't want that in your life. You don't want a trickster to come into your life. You want to have protection all over your house. On you, on your house, on your belongings, on your pets, on your cleaning supplies, on your whole house, your car, your hair, your eyes, your lips, your mouth, basically your mouth, your hands, your tools that you use, your divination tools. You want to make sure you have protection on everything before you even start practicing witchcraft. Because a trickster is very difficult to get rid of. Very difficult. I yawned again. No, I'm not bored. I am just really, really tired. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. Busting my butt, making videos over and over and over and over again, making this very video and screwing it up because I keep on having something come up, somebody interrupting the video, or something on my phone happens and a random phone call happens, and I'll be like in the middle of a video and I can't edit my videos. So this is coming at you guys completely unedited. And I'm talking about witchcraft, completely unedited. As someone who has been practicing for more than 10 years, it is a good idea for me to give you guys this advice. Because I don't want to see another witch go out there and get herself into a situation where she can't get rid of her trickster because she didn't learn how to do so in the first place. Or because she didn't learn how to protect herself. Or he. Or they. Or them. I'm getting a lot of notifications. And it's really bothering me. I'm gonna put my phone on silent for right now. It's on silent now. This way, everything goes well. Now, I want to discuss that you can put a spell on anything and everything you own. You can even put spells on people and their things too. But you have to know what you're doing first. This is like literally, that's the most important thing. You have to know what you're doing. You can't just go, oh, I didn't know. After this video on my channel, you guys cannot tell me that you did not know, because I made this video and you guys need to watch this video. And I'm going to be making a lot more videos like this to help you along the way, to help you learn, so that you don't make the same mistakes that I made when I was a beginner witch, when I was just a baby witch. I didn't know these things when I was a baby witch, and I was like 13, 14, practicing witchcraft all by myself, not knowing what I'm doing until recent years, actually. Let me correct myself. recent years, from 2014 to now. Now, I'm going to make a whole video about what happened in 2014 and why that year is significant in my life as a witch. Okay? It's significant, and it's why I stay a witch. Alright, we're going to make a video about that in a second. But I noticed that there are a lot of people on TikTok who don't know what they're doing in witchcraft. And they're making videos and making false information and spreading false information, and it's really, really bad. It's really bad. And I look at it and I cringe every time I see a TikTok of somebody doing witchcraft things, because it looks to me like they really don't know what they're doing. Certain things don't go together, and a tiny little bottle is not going to have any power. You need a little bit bigger, about that big. Or this big, that big. Or get a bigger jar. Get a jar, an actual glass jar, like a jelly jar or a pickle jar, and put those things in your pickle jar after you've thoroughly washed that sucker out, because you don't want you don't want the smell of pickle juice while you're in the middle of doing witchcraft, because it's seriously distracting and nasty. Ew. Anyway, can you tell I don't like pickles? I really don't like pickles unless they're on a hamburger, or unless it's sweet relish on a hot dog. Other than that, I don't like the pickles at all. By itself, it's disgusting. So let me scratch my head real quick. Okay. So, there is the question of whether or not some people are really practicing witchcraft on TikTok. Somebody brought this up in my comment section, and I had no idea they brought it up until today, but like, I had to take that down because it was extremely rude. The comment was rude, and I keep telling you guys in my videos, don't be rude. I'll take down your reply, and I'll remove it, or I just will block. I'll delete the comment, and I won't reply. So like, you guys gotta be respectful, okay? I've been doing this for years. I know what I'm doing. But there are some out there who don't know what they're doing, and they come to me asking me for help, asking me for advice. And yeah, I have no problem doing that. I have no problem giving advice. If you have something that you want me to teach you in my next video, go ahead in my comment section and let me know. I'm not gonna bite. Go ahead and ask me. That's what I'm here for. I'm not gonna sit there and say no, unless I feel uncomfortable with the topic. But of course, it's like, that's not gonna happen. Now, on to the reason why I call myself the Dark Witch of Mont Morris. It's because I practice the darker side of witchcraft. And I do a little bit of light magic at the same time, but I call myself the Dark Witch because I do a lot of shadow work. And we'll get into that in another video if you guys want me to. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want me to do a video on shadow work and what it's all about and what it's really about and what you guys can really do to do some shadow work. I have no problem with that at all. Let me know if you guys want me to do some spells for you and show you guys how to do real magical spells. The real witchcraft. Because, honey, you don't need to have expensive things in order to do witchcraft. This coffee right here, you can put a spell on it. End of story. No joke. This fave right here, you can put a spell on it. This phone right here, you can put a spell on it. In fact, you can cast spells through your phone. I'll do a segment on that too. That actually sounds like fun. I'm gonna write that down too. Let's see. Oh, here it is. And let's see if this has any note-taking apps on it. Okay, sorry about that. I was just making sure that I wrote down my idea. Okay, so, where was I? Oh yeah. Like I said, witchcraft is not a joke, so if you want to practice it with caution. That's all I want to say, you guys. Okay, this is the part of the video where you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification button. I will see you guys in my next video when I talk about the difference between a curse, a hex, and a jinx. And a basics, and how to cast a basic spell. I'll see you guys later. Bye!